Hey everyone, it's Dusty Go-Goat. We've got a little quick little rumor for you today about Pokémon Legends Arceus. This rumor gives us a little peek at what our objectives are going to be in Pokémon Legends Arceus. If I had to give you a little spoiler, boss battles. There's been a lot of new faces in the community, and if you have not yet, consider subscribing. This is the #1 place for Pokemon rumors, speculation, and celebration. This post is titled simply Legends Arceus Leak. Our first bullet is the screenshots of the climbing Pokemon and rideable Pokemon are real, despite people not thinking it is. Those are this game's equivalent to Pokemon Ride from Sun and Moon, but play a larger role towards the game's progression. So this is referencing what we saw a few months back. There were some leaked images. I think it was off of a Chinese website, if I'm not mistaken. And there were 3, 4, maybe 5 images of, it was like a shadow, right? You could see the silhouette of a Pokemon with a trainer on the back. Each of these images look to be a replacement for what normally you would use in Sinnoh, HMs. You can see in this one image, the trainer is flying. You can see in this other image that there's an ugly mutated Go-Goat that the trainer is riding. You can also see what looks to be a Sneasel or a Grovyle. It's like climbing a wall, so that's obviously rock climb. It's got a lot of people thinking, what other actions will we be able to do in Pokemon Legends Arceus, right? How much exploration will there be? If these games are truly modeled after Breath of the Wild, there needs to be like full immersion. You should be able to climb to the top of a mountain using a Pokemon and then glide off using a flying Pokemon, probably a Staraptor. I want to ride a Mamoswine in the snow in a tundra region. We saw it in X and Y. Give it to me in BDSP. The next bullet is wild battles are optional. And I think by optional, this means you can try to avoid them if you're able to, but obviously if a Pokemon runs into you, that's on you. So there's this thing called large monuments, and they're like ruins. They hold stronger and rarer Pokemon. Again, think of totem Pokemon in the Alolan region, Alola. So some examples of a monument in this game include, there's a large tree in Eterna Forest, and the Pokemon that will be there will either be Grottle or Torterra. I don't know, I think it probably depends on what part of the game you're at. Eterna Forest is pretty early on in the game. I think you only have 1 badge. There's an unnamed ruin, and this one is either Gabite or Garchomp. Again, the same thing. I'm starting to get the feeling that depending on when you enter that part of the game, there will be a different level or a different evolution of the Pokemon line. Now there's also a Cavern Depths Pokemon. There's a Cavern Depths location, and this Pokemon is Bastiodon. The person writing says that there are plenty more of these monument locations. This is just a handful. Now that people have played Pokemon Snap, I think you could use that as an example of how they might incorporate this into Legends Arceus. Continuing, small quests, main story quests, and branching quests are all in this game. These are all recorded and keep track of in the menu. So if logs of small quests have to be kept track of, that tells me that these quests, no matter what type of quest it is essential and core to the gameplay, right? Like, think of Skyrim. When you play that game, you will get a quest that is essentially go here and kill something, and then that's it. All you get is like some shekels. It's a really simple task, but your game still keeps track of it because it's part of how you interact with the world. Everything you do has a purpose, and this is the kind of stuff that I want to see in a Pokemon game. Really emphasizing exploration and purpose while I'm traversing the region. Normally, right now, pre-Legends Arceus, the way I play a Pokemon game is I start it up, I catch some Pokemon, I'll say, oh, I haven't used this one before, I'm going to catch that, I'm going to train that, and then you just go through the game until post-game, at which point then you're shiny hunting, or you're breeding competitive teams. This Legends Arceus has the potential to be a lot more, not story-driven, but experience-driven. You get a quest, and now you have a purpose, you have a reason to encounter 8,000 Bidoof. So the Azure Flute makes an official debut, but is slightly different in its overall use and looks. This game seems to be walking the Breath of the Wild line so closely. Any sort of mention of a flute makes me think of Ocarina. So will the Azure Flute have some sort of interaction with the overworld and the Pokemon in the overworld? Will I be able to call Pokemon closer to me? Or maybe rare Pokemon, right? Outside of Arceus, will the Azure Flute also have a function in the overworld with attracting rare Pokemon? We really don't know much at this point. The rival is hot-headed, similar to Barry. It's obviously not Barry. The rival is either a male or female, depending on what gender you pick as your main character. And I've not seen any other Pokeball other than the original one. That's kind of disappointing. It's cool that there's an ancient Pokeball, but I would really like to see Apricorns make a return where I could be Kurt. I want to be Kurt from Johto, customizing and making new Pokeball designs with new functionality. If I can make world-class Curry and Galar, I can surely make my own Pokeballs with expert level effectiveness. We really don't know too much about Legends Arceus. I'm very excited. I think the next 8 months are going to be weird for the Pokemon community. 2 years ago, I thought Pokemon was finished. Everyone hated Pokemon with the National Dex cut, but I think things are looking up. The next 8 months are going to be crazy, okay? If it's a good game, the next 3 generations could be based off of Pokemon Legends Arceus. Future generations could be built off of what Legends Arceus establishes. The only caveat is, if it's a good game, which monument Pokemon do you want to see as a boss battle? For more Pokemon speculation, click right here. Thank you so much for watching, and good luck hunting.